hours last time. Mid, don't do it. Save yourself. Don't do mid.
Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake.
Don't
to
do
start
it.
playing, choose either junior
Not worth
or
it.
senior detective. If you're new to adventure,
Shut up.
dear Ned,
Not worth
remember
it.
Sally McDonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania.
Well,
A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy.
nice.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off.
Girl, why are you
But did you see
driving
my
and
note?
calling
Yes,
me?
are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just
Yes,
worried
yes, I
about
do.
you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
Not the house, the woods. Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see. What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
One of your trees seems to have other plans for me.
What do you mean?
A tree fell down behind my car just as I was driving up to the house. I'm blocked in.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it.
Well, that
Listen,
sounds like a
call
you
M's
issue.
Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look. I just bought a little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
I can't just take off in your boat. It's pitch black outside.
Then listen to me. Go around the house and lock all the doors and windows. Do that right now.
Sally, just tell me why you're so upset.
The dogs! Those dogs! Out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling. Teeth and claws. Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
It really is pretty stupid.
What is that?
Now, why would someone sell this?
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
You're stuck. There could be so much more you could look at here. Who's ready for me to get lost like 6 times in the fucking woods? Because, ladies and gents, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
You'll need your flashlight.
I'd better wait until daylight. Something's out there.
Now look what you've done. That was a Strixvaria. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
Am I supposed to be dying?
I'm sorry, but you startled me. What are you doing out here?
Birds. I'm
I
trying
gotta look for
to
birds.
look for birds. What are you
Oh,
doing out here?
goodness.
My name's Nancy Drew. Didn't you hear
He's
all those
doing
strange
birds.
noises?
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in
Oh,
birds.
birds.
And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
I'm staying here in the old Malone place.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
You've met Sally?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
What do you think was scaring her?
The dogs.
Oh my
The dogs
goodness.
of Mickey Malone. Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again. People would just hear them, howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time someone tries living in the Malone house, back they come.
Are you saying Sally's house is haunted by ghost dogs?
Every night,
Nice.
ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at the doors and windows. And then they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone, both.
The dogs would attack her house?
It's like they don't want anybody but Malone living there.
Oh.
I guess they don't know he's dead. And so are they.
Did they ever attack
Did they
Sally?
ever attack Sally?
She never gave them the chance. After the first attack, she stopped going out at night. Just locked the doors when it got dark and sat tight until morning.
Why haven't the police investigated?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Are you a native of Moon Lake?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds. Got an observation platform just up the path, kind of my base camp, and I've got a little outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake.
Pardon me.
Don't
Oh my
really
God,
need it.
I'm sorry.
Are those the ghost dogs?
Yes, ma'am. Which is why I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house.
One more thing. The water in Sally's well needs to be tested. How do I do that?
Get a sampling kit from Jeff Akers. Ranger station's on the east side of the lake. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
I'd better wait until daylight.
No, fuck you. A dozen little critters, a dozen little... Where the fuck is the thing that I want? Oh, I didn't do it. I'm stupid. How about the dogs take me? Just go sit in the room and do something else. I need to stay inside. Nah, Nancy's just like, nah, fuck that. Oh, least in the damn thing underground.
A face only a gnome could love.
Your face only a gnome could love, Nancy. What the fuck? That's rude.
Oh, the key broke off.
You know what
It's
else?
locked.
You know what else broke off? My patience.
There's got to be another way to get this open.
Is it not doing it? Okay, I got you. I don't know why I keep doing that when I have two computers open. I got you. There we go. Should be different. I don't remember how the fuck to open that. Isn't there other stuff we can look at in this thing? I guess not. I wonder if it's... I'll check afterwards. What am I looking for? Hotchkiss's boots. Do you see Nutcracker? No, why can I still click in here if I already have the thingy maboober? No, whatever. I'm undefined.
This is not good.
What else isn't good? Capitalism. What else isn't good? Fucking inflation. What else isn't good? My fucking brain. Oh yeah, look at that. Aren't you handsome?
Leaves that appear on a fresh spring tree make my birth different from the other three. When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long gray night.
Clickety click. You're a click. I just want to fucking leave. You're a clickety click.
It's still not fixed.
I know it's not, but that doesn't mean we need to carry it with us. Who's ready for me to get lost? Okay, so here, we're here. So, you know what, fuck it.
You better be careful.
You shut the fuck up. We are doing exactly as we should. We're at the fallen tree, which means we should go this way. And then the log. Now we have to go back, and then we have to go this way, and that means we go this way, and then that way. And then that has a yellow thingy, yellow ribbon. Somehow I'm all the way fucking here. I don't understand how, but we are. Taking wild guesses until we're at the cemetery. This is now the tree stump. Tree stump this way. Boop, boop. Oop, hell yeah, buddy. That's mine. Goodness, oh my pearl. Pippin Path. Stage. Marbles. We're so sorry to have lost you. Yeah, I've lost my marbles too. Vitus. Sander, Lucy, and Iggy.
Looks like paw prints.
You look like paw prints. Why can I go in here? Alright. This is where we're gonna have some fun and get lost in the woods forever. So I will somehow make it back to the cemetery. At the tree stump. I need to find my way back to the yellow ribbon at least. Motherfucker. Okay, we're at the yellow ribbon. That means we have to go this way. Now we're at the log. God damn it. Oh, that's the fallen tree. I did it. Oh shit. Going to the AM. We need our handy dandy flashlight.
I don't need water right now.
No, but we need that bucket.
The boat's full of water. The spark plug is missing.
Oh shit.
This must be Red's observation platform.
Wait, what? You can't explore that, and that pisses me off a lot. Oh, right. I remember. I didn't like that noise. Anything else? Nothing else. Gosh darn it. Well, I guess it's time to call our poopy of a friend.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did, and I can understand why you left. They were pretty frightening. But if it's okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the bottom of whatever's going on. That's why you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife, all the pictures I was going to take. It would break my heart to have to give it up.
I need you to tell me everything you can about those dogs.
They're black, and they have yellow glowing eyes, and they don't like me one bit.
When's the first time you saw them?
Well, let's see. I heard them the very first night I was here. I heard them almost every night, howling in the distance. But I didn't actually see them until I'd been here about a week. After that, they started appearing pretty much every other night.
When they appeared, did they always do the same thing?
Yes, come to think of it. They always came running up to the house, barking and snarling. They'd lunge at the windows, they'd jump up on the door, they'd run around and bark some more, then they'd run off. What are you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which reinforces my theory that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone determined to scare you out of your house at Moon Lake.
Who would want to do that? My closest neighbor lives 2 miles away. My property is surrounded by the state park, but it's off-season, so hardly anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3 people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
Which 3 people?
Let's see. The park ranger, I forget his name, kind of a pain in the neck. Emily Griffin, she's the one who owns that store I told you about. And I ran into this bird watcher a couple of times. Had a funny name.
Red Knot. I've run into him too.
Other than people I may have nodded hello to while getting gas or something, I swear those are the only people I've talked to at Moon Lake.
Ooh, Jesus.
What about River Heights? Can you think of anyone there who'd want you to sell your house at Moon Lake and move back to River Heights?
You mean like an angry ex-boyfriend or something? Nope, I sure can't.
Since I'm going to be staying here a while, is there anything I should know about the place?
Well, let's see. I've got the water turned off because it's well water and it needs to be tested before I can use it for anything. In fact, if you could get that testing done for me, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and watch where you walk in the living room. Some of the floorboards are so rotten you could fall right through. And I keep hearing these faint squeaks and rustling type noises coming from below the floor. I hope you're not scared of mice.
Your outboard motorboat is missing a spark plug. Is there one around here by any chance?
I wouldn't know a spark plug if I swallowed one whole. But You need that boat, Nancy. Right now, it's your lifeline. You can't use your car, and believe me, you can't walk anywhere because all the paths around the house end in this thick, horrible brush. You've got to get it fixed. Wait a minute. The bird watcher, he's got a boat. Maybe you could borrow his spark plug or something. Go down the path that's to the right as you look out toward the lake from the house, and you'll eventually see his observation platform. Try him at night. He never seems to be around during the day.
I could really use some sandpaper. Do you have any stashed away somewhere?
Sure don't. Try M's Emporium. That's on the west side of the lake. And brace yourself if you haven't been there yet. The place is something else.
How well do you know the owner?
I feel like I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
You're trying to make a buck.
How do I go about getting your water tested?
Try the ranger station on the east side of the lake. I've been told you can get some kind of kit there.
I'm curious. Why did you characterize the park ranger as a pain in the neck?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, you'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list.
Because
I
you
don't think he
did.
likes me. Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming super ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the parks department. Me, I think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Where'd all that stuff in your tool shed come from?
It's just junk left behind by previous owners. Came with the house. I've been meaning to take inventory and start pitching stuff, but I didn't. If they ever make procrastination a crime, I'm done for.
Sorry. Shroom, if you can hear me, I really hope you read Lore of Olympus via Fast Pass. Oh! Latest chapter. Oh, fuck.
The wall hanging in the living room with a poem on it, and those dog carvings in that cabinet above the sofa. What can you tell me about them?
Aren't they cool? They came with the place. Sold the clock. Apparently, Malone had them custom made when he built the house. In fact, they're all built into the house. They're still there because you can't move them.
Does anything happen when you turn those dog carvings?
Not that I know of. But that clock, one day, I was messing with the hands. You know, trying to get them to work. And all of a sudden, one of the 4 little doors flew open, and instead of a cuckoo, this dog popped out and barked 3 times. It's a doggy clock. That Malone, bad as he was, he sure loved those dogs.
Are you aware that you're the proud owner of your very own cemetery?
Yes. When the realtor told me there was a cemetery on the property, I went, ugh. But when I saw how far from the house it was and how small it was, I decided I could live with it, as it were.
Do you know if Malone is really buried there?
The realtor said the cemetery was just a sham, that there's nothing under those tombstones but dirt. But he may have just been saying that so I'd buy the place. The only way to know for sure whether or not Malone is there is to start digging, and I'm certainly not going to do that.
Talk to you later.
Stay in touch.
Okay. Time to sleep all day.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Does that mean you'd like me to call you Mr. Red Knot?
All right, then. Hello, Nancy. Now put a muffler on it, would ya? I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Did you say last night that you have an outboard
I don't care about
motorboat?
your birds.
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
You're not exactly a people person, are you?
I came to see birds, not people. The more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
There's no place nearby that sells boat parts? Sally's outboard is missing a spark plug.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
But I don't want to leave you unprepared.
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
My friend Bess just got one for her birthday. I helped her figure out how to use it.
There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PepSob. That's
Has
People for the Preservation
PepSob.
and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
Sounds good.
Here's everything you'll need.
Thanks.
M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Cigarettes? No.
These woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. 'Cause if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore. I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
Can you relax? My God, threatening me. Like, you're not even gonna treat me to a good time? Like, hang on, if you're gonna do that, I mean, show me a good time. Went the wrong way. How does one enter the forest again? This is how we enter the forest. Bird, where are you, birds? Right, that's the bluebird.
Missed it.
Son of a bitch. Nope, wrong way. Actually, hold on. That is way too early to be hearing an owl. Yellowbird. Oh. Oh, she has it written down, really? Oh, that's dumb. Actually not, I'm just judgmental. I'm Aquarius. I'm supposed to be judgmental. Probably not. Okay, let's go this way.
Where are all the birds?
Where are all the birds? Alright, now I need an orange bird. Oh, would you... Fuck. Damn it. bird is near the ribbon. I can talk.
Darn, it flew away. Missed it.
Not too far. Yellow ribbon. This way. Up. This way. That way. There you are.
Missed it.
Ugh, missed it. Missed it. It's like me trying to catch a frog. I missed. Oh, I'm at the log, I think, for this one. I'm doing significantly better.
Gotta have some torque.
Nope. Let's go this way. I did it.
Hello, can I help you?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Aker, at your service. Let's see, Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
That's her. Unfortunately, she seems to have developed a problem of the canine kind.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
I saw them myself.
Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
As a park ranger, don't you want to know for sure what's behind these dog attacks?
Do you always ask this many questions?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but I am here to serve the public.
Do you have something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
You know what else is too expensive? The fucks I have.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and it's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Yeah, but you want to go to a bigger park. You're doing good for this small town
So
park.
you know all about Mickey Malone?
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that, what's to know?
Are Malone's dogs buried there?
That's the rumor.
The inscription on one of the tombstones reads Waldo Matthias. Does that name ring any bells?
Not in my steeple.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Acres.
Thanks, Dad. Can I get some water? No, where's what's his face? Yogi. Is it Yogi? It's not Yogi. Okay, read that. Okay. Wait a minute. The she train transporting supplies. Priming a pump. Oh, whoops. It is Yogi, okay. 10 out of... Oh, fuck. I'm totally paying attention to everything that I should be reading. That's a lie, I'm not. It's really weird when they use real people's faces. Boating, fishing, hiking. Welcome to the state park. Trout. Otter. Use common sense. You use common sense. Yola-hee-hoo. Oh, I thought she was gonna crash. Boom, crash, the sound of my heart. My beat goes on and on and on and on and on. Well, hello.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
Hi, Emily.
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying out at the old Malone place. You know, the house Sally McDonald bought?
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
You're an old dump.
She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
A tree fell down in the driveway behind my car, and now I'm blocked in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
The ghost dog scared her off.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing them howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
When was the last time
The
they appeared?
bejeebies out of
Seems
mine.
like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
What can you tell me about Red Knot?
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Has he been in the area long?
About as long as those pink-billed warblers and purple-eyed owls he's always chasing have been around. Couple of months, I guess.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh, yeah. I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
Can I have it?
What else
Thank
can I
you.
do you for?
I need to buy something.
You want it? I got it. As long as you pay cash, that is.
Right now, cash is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade out?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh? Seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
Think I could get some from him?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Guess I'll see you later.
You betcha.
Thought she was gonna say yodelay hee hoo. Boom, clap, sound, the beat goes on and on and on and on and on. Apparently, second chance worked. Kinda wanna light a candle.
You're back.
I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
Thanks for all your help.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal. red-tailed hawk. Western tanager.
Okay. Did you hear what I said about the new chapter on Webtoon for Lore of Olympus?
You find all the birds?
I found some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away before I can take their picture. What am I doing wrong?
You're wearing those clothes. That's what you're doing wrong. You need to blend in, like me. Go back over to M's tacky tourist trap and get yourself some camouflage gear. Only sensible thing that money grubber carries.
I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some.
Here, take it and scram. I was just about to call in a meadowlark. That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your
Good
wife?
heavens, no. My wife had no patience for birding. Ruth was my dog. Border collie. She'd hear a meadowlark, and by golly, her ears would perk,
Oh,
and
see,
she'd cock her head, and she'd just come as close to smiling as ever a dog could.
I'm sorry.
Was she the only dog you ever had?
Yep. Wouldn't be worth the hassle anymore. Especially now that I'm retired and spend so much time at Moon Lake. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Acres just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
Okay. Bye, Dad.
It's stuck.
I tell you, when the time comes when it's out, woo!
It could be mice making that sound. It looks like a tiny hole.
You look like a tiny hole. Oh,
William Akers? I wonder if he's related to Jeff Akers.
I'm in the cemetery now, aren't I? To the arms.
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, hi. How's it
Hello.
going?
Oh. I guess I already talked to her about everything.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
You're back.
I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake, do you mind if I ask you some questions about Mickey Malone?
Not at all.
Doing?
The article mentioned that a man named William Akers used to work for Malone. Is he a relative of yours?
No. Quite a coincidence, I'll admit, but no. I am in no way related to the head flunky of some two-bit gangster and his gang of thugs.
I found this
Two
old picture in
big
Sally's
gangster.
house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
When and why was Malone arrested?
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. As usual, I'm a little pressed for time. If you have more questions, why don't you sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids that I've put together?
What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison?
Not just fact, but
Fortunately for
factoids.
Moon Lake, they all left and went their separate ways.
Have you gotten the results back from that water sample I left with you?
I meant to call the Department of Health today for a status report, but frankly, I've been way too busy.
Sounds like Moon Lake could use 2 rangers.
If I were in charge of just 10 more acres of parkland, they'd give me an assistant, and I could devote more time to the acquisition of more land and eventually put Moon Lake on the map as one of the biggest, most popular parks in the state.
Why didn't the Parks Department buy the Malone property instead of Sally?
She outbid them, the cheapskates.
Well, if those dogs scare Sally away for good, other people are bound to think twice about buying the place. The bank will lower its price, and you'll have your land.
You're insinuating things again, Miss Drew.
I didn't mean to insult you. In fact, is there anything I can do to help you out?
Tell you what, if you're serious about
We're
making
all
amends,
insinuating
there's some
things,
boxes by
Miss
the
Drew.
computer labeled with dates. They're from the estate of a local history buff. She kept everything from newspaper clippings to old photos to recipes for apple crisp. She put everything in envelopes, then numbered them by year using Roman numerals. Just put the envelopes in order by year with the earliest date in front. Oh, and if you're rusty on Roman numerals, there's an entry on them in the computer.
I hope I don't get distracted. Apple crisp sounds good right now.
Don't go reading anything until you're through, or take my word for it, you'll never get finished.
I've been trying to take pictures of birds for this guy named Red Knot. Ever met him?
Oh yes, the Birdman. I'd stay away from him if I were you.
He seems pretty harmless to me.
He's a fanatic. He's got it in his head that Moon Lake would be the best bird-watching venue in the world except for one thing. Too many people. Believe me, if there was a way to get this park shut down and all the homes on the lake torn down, he'd do it in an instant.
Thanks for all your
Wait,
help.
where does he
Not a
stay
problem.
then? Hi, Yogi. Hi.
Let's see. Jeff said the envelope with the earliest date goes down in the front of each box. Now that they're all sorted, I can do some reading.
Oh. Eek. Can't get comfortable now. Ah.
You're back.
I noticed you have a dog.
That's Yogi, who never goes out unless he's on a leash. Park rules.
Do you have any other dogs?
I hope you're not suggesting I trained Yogi to run around in the middle of the night barking and attacking houses.
I finished putting all those
I
envelopes
just
in
wanted to
order.
know if you had more
Excellent.
dogs.
Thank you, Miss Drew.
God
And to show
damn.
my gratitude, I've got something for you.
It's not a paycheck.
Chances are it isn't a paycheck.
No, it's an honorary Junior Park
Really?
Ranger pin. I keep them on hand so I can give them out to children whom I see demonstrating respect for park rules and regulations. A little bit of positive reinforcement.
I've never.
Unfortunately, I don't get to give them out that often.
Oh, gee, thanks, Ranger Acres.
Acres.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
How about I get the stuff?
Nice Junior Park Ranger pin. You must really be on Acres' good side.
To make a long story short, I need some camouflage gear.
Got some right over here. One size fits all. But I'm running kind of low on bait. So if you go out and get me, say a dozen little critters, I'll give you the camos.
You got a deal. So, what kind of bait do you need?
Worms, spiders, beetles, grubs. Anything that wriggles on its belly'll do. Just look under stuff. Rocks, logs, dead leaves. Should be able to find 12 in no time.
Hunting for critters isn't illegal, is it?
Things ain't quite that bad around here. At least not yet. Now, if Jeff Acres' daddy was still around, you might get arrested for cruelty to animals or some such nonsense. Joe Acres used to be the deputy sheriff. Real critter lover, that one was.
Joe Acres is Jeff's father?
That's right.
Woo!
Guess I'll see you later.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
Yodelay-hoo. I don't like that you have to press that every single time.
Those look too rotten.
Oh, I thought you could find critters here. My bad.
It looks like a tiny hole. What's the combination? I bet those were deer mice. I better be careful.
Wait, do I have gloves? Girl, I don't have gloves. Son of a bitch. Hey Sally, did you have gloves here? My nuts. Girl, where do I find the gloves? I found the gloves.
Speakeasy. Joe Akers? Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all. The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means.
Good news. I have information on your mystery woman.
You are incredible, Ranger Akers. What did you find out?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
Sorry to bother you again, but did those results from the water test come in yet?
There's something here for you from the State Department of Health.
Oh my gosh, not only is the water bad, but but it seems like the well may have been contaminated deliberately.
I wouldn't go jumping to conclusions without proof, Ms. Drew. I'm sure there's a far less melodramatic explanation.
What do you know about a man named Joe Akers?
Why do you ask?
I understand he used to be the deputy here.
So?
According to Emily Griffin, Deputy Joe Akers was your father. And according to the journal I found, William Akers' son was named Joe.
This is why
Another coincidence?
All right. William Akers was my grandfather.
And you don't want anyone to know that.
It's not exactly something I'm proud of. My father spent his whole life trying to make people forget what my grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
What did William Akers do after Malone was arrested?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew. In case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man.
Well, god dang. Guess we're looking for girls and little critters then. Whoops. Shit. Nope. How many are we at? Oh, not even halfway. That's 5. If you could just walk around this, there's a rock right there. Well, there's half now.
Where are all the birds?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 more. Oh, I'm very high up. Oh. Four more buggies. Two more bugs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Nope. God damn it. Okay. I am here.
Nancy, how's the bait finding coming along?
12 big, fat, juicy ones, just like you wanted.
Well now, you done all right for a city gal. Here you go. Hope whatever you're hiding from won't catch you. How you holding up?
Any word from Tucker, what's his name? He hasn't been by to move that tree yet.
I'll give him another call. But like I said, the man marches to the beat of another drummer. A very slow drummer.
Sorry, just 1 second. Okay.
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Does the name Waldo Matthias mean anything to you?
Can't say as it does.
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
Oh dear.
But isn't recovering objects from the lake bed illegal?
Yeah, but you see, these things washed up on shore. All I did was pick 'em up. And neither Squeaky Wheel Acres nor anybody else can prove different.
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Sounded to me like he just wants to preserve the area's history.
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe 1 ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
I found an old newspaper in Sally's house that contained an article on Mickey Malone. It really got my curiosity going. What else can you tell me about him?
Person you should talk to is Jeff Akers. He's got this historical museum thing going out at that ranger station of his.
Do you know anything about the gold that Mickey Malone supposedly buried somewhere on his property?
All I got to say about it is, if there really was a bunch of gold buried somewhere and nobody ever found it, it's for darn sure nobody ever will. Not with them dogs up there.
Guess I'll see you later.
I guess you will.
Yodelay-hoo. Oops. Oops. Oh dear. They need to make it easier to frick. They need to make it easier to frick. That's a good statement.
How's the bird watching coming along?
Mickey Malone supposedly buried a bunch of stolen gold bars on his property way back in the 20s. Did you know that?
Really? That's interesting. I don't much care, but it's interesting.
So you don't know anything about it?
Nope.
I just can't seem to find a red-tailed hawk. Any suggestions?
Well, there's gotta be lots around here. You haven't been going around wearing sunglasses and earmuffs, have you?
No, Red, I haven't.
Well, according to my bird map, they like to nest in the big tree that's just to the southwest of the Malone house. I suggest you park yourself nearby and wait. Bound to spot one sooner or later.
See you in a while.
Just remember, eyes open, mouth shut.
That's rude.
I don't think this is the tree Red was talking about.
Trying to look at the cabin roof. How do?
Well, I don't see any hawks, but this is probably the tree Red was talking about. At least it was the tree. That sounded like a hawk. Hey, what is that hawk standing on? Oh, that looks like a speaker.
Bonk.
Huh? I better get out of here. My arms and legs are tied. I can't move. At least I can kick. If I could just get that scythe down, I could use the blade to cut the rope around my wrists and free my hands.
Shut up. Oh boy. She's dead.
I can't just let this thing burn up. I've got to put it out.
What in blazes happened? I saw the fire from my platform and came running. You weren't in there playing with matches, were you?
I was looking at birds, and then I noticed something on the house, and the next thing I knew, I was locked in the tool shed and somebody was setting it on fire.
Whoa, you're not making much sense. Probably smoke inhalation or something. Come talk to me after you've cleaned yourself up and gotten some sleep. I need to tell you something.
Somebody tried to kill you?
I didn't say that.
Somebody knocked you out, locked you in a shed, set it on fire, and you think they were, what, just pulling a prank? Wake up and smell the hostile vibes, Nancy.
I guess it's just hard for me to believe that anybody would consider me to be that big a threat.
I should have never let you stay there by yourself.
Sally, I'm fine. I feel bad about your tool shed, though.
Who cares about the shed? It was full of junk anyway. I'm glad to be rid of it.
That's kind of the way Ranger Akers saw it, too. He showed up right after the birdwatcher did and ticketed me for burning refuse in a manner that endangered park property.
That man is insufferable.
Emily was nice, though. She came by right afterwards and wouldn't leave until I drank the tea she made for me.
I bet that
Look,
tea was
Nancy, one more
nasty.
time. If you want to leave, just say the word and I'll come get you.
Sally, one more time. I'm fine.
Well, then promise me
shit.
you'll be careful, okay?
I promise.
No.
I'll be in touch.
You better.
I don't have to call Vivian yet. And you guys said that this game was significantly, but was faster. I feel lied to. Oh?
Hello there. I owe you an apology. After you came up here looking for those red tails, I gave my map a closer look and realized it was more than 50 years old. Reason you can't find them is probably because their favorite nesting tree is gone. Finding that hawk's gonna be harder than I thought, so why don't you just give me back my camera and I'll take it from here? It didn't get burned up in that fire or anything, did it?
You'll be happy to know that I did get a picture of a red-tailed hawk. So here's your camera back. I got all the birds.
Thank you, Nancy. Nice work. You're a credit to your generation.
Where did those gas cans come from?
I ran out of gas. So much for being prepared, huh? Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm sure you've got places to go, things to see, people to pester.
See you in a while.
No hurry.
Very big hurry, because you like to birdwatch at night.
I apologize for my previous behavior. As a park ranger, I strive to keep my personal feelings in check at all times, and that time I failed. It's my duty as a public servant to try to make it up to you. What would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the gold that Malone supposedly buried on his property?
As far as I know, it doesn't exist. It's just one of those rumors people want to believe, so they do.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. Bling bling. Banana phone.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
That's right. I found it in the cellar of Mickey Malone's old house on Moon Lake.
Moon Lake. Talk about your fond memories. I had a lot of fun there. Although I wasn't anywhere near as wild as most young people were back then. But I think Mickey kind of respected me for that. I was his gal for 5 years. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
I found a safe in the cellar there.
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. He was a guy who worked for Mickey.
Willie, as in William Akers. What can you tell me about him?
He was Mickey's most trusted employee. Mickey treated all his other men like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, respected him, trusted him implicitly.
What can you tell me about Malone's speakeasy?
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Did he ever say anything to you about a map?
Yes. He said he was making a treasure map and that... the dogs. Something about those dogs of his.
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Viv, think. He said he was making a treasure map and that he was also having paintings done of each dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But I just figured he was playing games, trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
William Akers had some kind of map in the back of his journal. Do you think that's the treasure map Malone mentioned?
It's possible. But knowing Mickey, he probably made the map so obscure that poor Willie couldn't make heads or tails of it. Mickey loved to tease people like that. Made him feel smart. But feeling smart isn't the same as being smart. He died in prison, you know. No family, no friends. That's about as stupid as you can get.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That's balloon was built using two main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't, as a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
Did Malone say what he was going to do with those paintings of his dogs?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Can you remember anything about Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was, what was his name? Iggy! I liked Iggy because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
It's been fun talking to you.
Anytime.
I like Vivian. Vivian's cool. Vivian's like that old grandma you never want to see die. I don't think I'll ever need water again, but never know.
Hello again, Miss Drew. Am I in for another interrogation?
How much would it cost to send this photo to Vivian Burnett?
As always, I'm here to serve, Miss Drew. Just give it to me and I'll take care of it. I'm sure she'll be very pleased to get this back.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
Is it? It's really not. Just in case.
A package just arrived for you from Las Vegas.
Thanks.
Great. Vivian sent me the key.
Wouldn't want to break any littering laws, would we?
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's too dark. I need a flashlight. Oh, the batteries are going dead. I can't see a thing. I'd better go back.
Well, shit. That's ass. Oh shit. Dozen little critters, a dozen little critters.
How you holding up?
I need flashlight batteries. Do you carry them?
Yep. But you know, I've been meaning to make a purty display out of them packs of combo coal over there for the longest time. Just can't seem to get around to it.
I could probably do that.
Here's the way it should look when you're done.
Can I have it?
Ta-da! One smiling goldfish. It's obviously never tried combo cola.
I guess combo cola.
Hey, Nancy, this mean you got them cans stacked?
You
is,
bet.
not
They
too
look
good.
just like the picture you gave me, which you can have back.
Here's your batteries, and thanks, Nancy.
Okay, now time to go all the way back, do the exact same thing all over again, and go. This one's taking so much longer than the other one. Ah. Or maybe I'm just making it take longer. Who knows?
It's silly to try to explore this in the dark. Uh-oh. So this is the speakeasy. Wow.
Dapper Duck Soda. Iggy. Oh, whoops, nope. Aw.
If map is correct, the tree where Vitus would bark at the hawks used to be right about here. So Lucy would swim out to the shipwreck, which is about here.
Ooh, I wonder if that's, Vivian. Pretty sure it's Vivian. Hi, Lucy. Oh, God. Thank you, and then... I guess you'll never know where Xander's favorite spot is, or you just take a wild guess. Oh, bugger. You know what? Ah, I fucked up.
Those must be the spigots William Akers mentioned in his journal.
Hmm. Hello. How you feeling? Are you hung over as fuck, boy? Vitus? Iggy? You need... How do you get Xander's? Gee whiz, I wonder why. Listen, I genuinely cried at the one that I saved. That the look at the end. It's like, it's basically like, bitch, what? What did you say to me? Oh, why isn't she saying anything about Sander? Nancy. Nope. Go into our chat, like the messages part, and you'll see it there. It's the one that I saved. It's the only one that I saved. Oh, they probably were. But just like without context of being there, it looks like you're looks like someone just like did some shit that you don't approve of. Fucking put down Xanders. Iggy, Vitus, Lucy, Xander. Why? Why? Why does she not want to put down Xanders? Is it because I haven't been to where Xander likes to be? I'm confused. Let me see. Okay, that's why you don't. It's just so slow doing it this way. Did you have fun at least? Ayo, that's what we like to hear. Also, where the fuck did this just open? I was not paying attention. Oh no, that's in the passageway, isn't it? Oh, this just went all the way back. Oh dear, it's doing... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I don't trust that shit. Why was it through the roof? Was it because of being tipsy?
Xander, played by the pump, which is right here. That doesn't sound good. It's some kind of lock. So you're the ghost dogs. You look pretty real to me.
Oh, look at
Who's a good boy? Who's a good puppy?
Who's a good puppy. Return Titanic to Val's video, same time, overdue. Oh. They know about me.
That's the speaker I saw in the house.
It's mine now. Oh, but there's a way to...
Hey, girl, you're not vicious, are you? No, you're a nice doggy.
No, there's a thing you can...
These dogs have been trained to act vicious on command.
Well, that's a little fucked.
I bet the dogs attacked Sally's house because high-frequency signal was transmitted to them through the speaker I saw on the roof.
Oh, more than likely, Nancy. More than likely. Gosh, damn it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh dear, this is in-game hype. Oh, fuck me. In-game hype. Okay, so... wheel on the pipe.
The wheel is spinning, but nothing's happening. It's locked.
Wait, what? Okay.
It's blocked.
Wait, what? This puzzle never made sense to me. So now turn. Let's. Watch her die. Oh! Just be on the safe side. Wow, 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 wow.
£600 of gold bullion. Wow.
Hey there, Nancy. Why, what on earth have we got here? There's plenty of gold here. Open the door!
Oh god. Oh god. I forgot you have to take the wheel.
Hey there, Nancy. Why, what on earth have we got here?
Oh my god, I hate this.
There's plenty of gold. Open the door!
I need to get out of here.
Nancy, wait! Let's talk about this. This can just be our little secret. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, remember? Nancy!
The gold's all yours, Em. Enjoy it while you can. Dear Ned, as soon as I got out of the tunnels, Emily had left a door open. I called the sheriff, but when I led him back down the well to the room where I'd left Emily, she refused to leave. He and his deputies finally got her out, but one of them said afterward that if he had to choose between getting a bear away from her cub and getting Emily away from that gold, he'd pick the bear. What's worse, by the time they took Emily away, the place was swarming with reporters from all over the country. The commotion has scared away every bird for miles. I'm pretty sure Red Knot would like to strangle me. On the other hand, when Ranger Akers found out that 7 cars and 2 helicopters were illegally parked on park property and that he was going to get to ticket them, he was ecstatic. Tucker Davis finally cleared away that dead tree, which means I'm free to drive home. Moon Lake is beautiful, but I've had enough wildlife for now. Which reminds me, did I mention that those 4 ghost dogs are actually very sweet? They're so sweet, in fact, that Sally is seriously thinking about adopting them. How's that for irony? Ever yours, Nancy. Bess, hi, it's Nancy. I'm at this little amusement park on the coast. I wish I could say I was having a wonderful time, but the fact is, some pretty spooky things have been happening here. There've been some strange accidents, and the carousel, it starts up in the dead of night all by itself, like it's haunted or something. You know me, I don't get scared very easily, but I saw it myself, and I'll call you later. I've gotta go right now.
Oh, so much for that being fast. That one was 3 hours long. Maybe a little bit over 3, maybe under. Actually, it's not too bad. For girls who aren't afraid of a mouse.